Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Coro, and today we are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I definitely have not played this, but this is a very fun game, as I've heard. I've heard only good things about this, so yeah, I just thought maybe we should play it. Why not? This will be a fun game to play. Woo! Anyways, without further ado, let us get started in this game. I'm gonna pick English because that's the main language I can speak. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No, I have not. I've heard it's a very good game though. I have no idea what's it about. It's not a puzzle game, I think. Barely visible. Confirm. Current time. Current time is 5:31 right now. So, oh, PM. Yeah, it is PM. 5:31 right now. Wait, I'm gonna make it 32. Yeah, now it's 32. 5:32 PM right now. No, accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. I really want to know what's this game about. Hopefully it's not too hard. Oh, in the game settings, we have... Okay, let's just look at the settings real quick. Show subtitles on, yes. Audio's fine. Although I'm gonna turn down a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna turn down a little bit. Hopefully it's fine. If it's... Hey, like...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley? Wait, I haven't even finished my setting sets. 77 should be fine. 77 for everything, yes. This is all good. Controlled, Okay, that's it. Let's start the game. This seems very fun. Let's not skip.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Who's Stanley? No idea who Stanley
Stanley
is.
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Sounds like the dream.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Oh, okay.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month.
It must be so boring though, to do this every day.
Others might have considered it
The
so
same thing every day.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Just like yourself in a little
Stanley
cubicle.
Was happy.
At least he's happy. At least he's happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Yeah?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Which
He
is...
had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
That's weird.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Everyone's just playing an
Something
April
was
Fool's
very
prank on them.
clearly wrong.
Because it's April 1st right now.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, we're controlling him now. We're Stanley right now. This is just a big April Fool's prank from everyone. Aha, you're isolated in a corporate building all by yourself. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna shit on everything. Can we crouch? We cannot crouch. Just can click? I can't even see my mouse pad. What's going on? I had a classmate, middle school named Stanley. He was a twin. What kind of... Sensitivity is really high, so let's
All
hope
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What is happening? I can't see anyone. They're actually all dead and they're ghosts working here, and Stanley's the only living human. Can't see them. Why are there papers all over the ground? This is weird. This is very creepy, especially in the middle of the night. Can't even open anything, can we? Oh, that's where we were from. Can we jump? We can't even jump. What the... Stanley, at least jump.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Yep.
but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I hate Mondays. Very true, Mr. Cub. Cup, not cub. Opening every single door. Can something horrifying happen, like an alien, like Stanley would just see an alien eating a human, one of his coworkers, in front of his eyes, and...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, the game said Stanley followed instructions through his computer, but does that mean I should follow instructions through my computer? This is a very hard choice because, like, Stanley all his life was following his directions, his orders. But what if Stanley wants to rebel? What if he wants to take control of his own life? And for that, Stanley, I say you should go to the right instead of the left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, that's not the reason why I went right. Ooh. This is a very big building, though. Office lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Can we sit
It had
down?
really been worth the detour after all,
Ooh.
just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Can I get...
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking what all in? I don't have any drinks to drink it all in. I want a soda. Give me a soda right now.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
To be fair, I was not expecting this game to have dialogue in it. It was really interesting.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Why did this thing close? Why did it close? First open door on the left. Like I said, we're gonna rebel. We're not gonna follow orders, especially not from this narrator. No, Stanley is a free man. He can do whatever he wants. See that door? We say, fuck this door. We're going straight up. But where are we? Construction site?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, okay, I hear white noise. This is a construction site. What is... Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Emphasize on the red writing. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. 5,000. Oh my god. There's a penalty for jumping off the cargo lift? I think you would die if you jump off the cargo lift. Open this. Oh, we need a key card. Every single door that I've touched has not been opened. Can we climb? No, we cannot climb. Can we go over here?
Look,
Oh.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Now, don't jump,
I'm
Stanley.
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I don't even know
I
who you
realize
are.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
Yeah.
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah, that's why it's called the Stanley
Someone
Parable.
You've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Fuck
Now,
you.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh. Oh. I see that. Was that my imagination, or did I just see someone just run across that? It might be my imagination. Also,
This
not...
is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
No,
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
My girlfriend? Because last time I checked, Stanley was by. I'm just making shit up. Yeah, we have to go here. There's no other way. Of course, the door closes. One over here. We cannot. Let's just go straight into this dark room. While you don't. Okay, now it's. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
This game is
If you
so
can
confusing.
truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No, I don't want to. She's scary. She hits me. Don't, please. Don't. She hits me. Final. Oh, what if I unplug this? Plug this?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him,
I unplugged
filling
it!
him not just with radiance, but with hope.
I
Hope
unplugged
for a
it!
life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah, fuck.
No, that wasn't
Okay.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
Yeah,
You
I'm
actually
smart.
chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Narrator's so confused right now.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Stanley is smarter
None
than
of
you
these
think.
decisions were supposed to mean anything.
Exactly.
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible.
What
I
is...
can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh fuck, the AI knows. The computer knows.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
Oh,
if
shit.
you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp
This
the
narrator is
severity
mad at
of the
me.
situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for
What?
a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
What? Don't...
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Huh? What?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
What's happening?
But
We're
if
getting
used
an infomercial
incorrectly, can
now.
also be the most dangerous.
Oh
For
my God.
example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Rupert.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Ew.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Okay.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? Huh?
Excellent. Making
I'm
choices
so
on a regular
confused.
basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I was...
Welcome back.
Where am I now?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But
Meow.
not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I don't wanna do what you wanted me to do. I wanna... Stanley is the rebel. He does what he wants. He does not need to follow orders. Also, why are we here? Oh, do I have to go back there? I don't want to go back there. Look like we have a choice because everything is like closed up and the only way to get there. What?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have
Oh.
you jumping off the platform and dying.
But I didn't jump off the
Imagine
platform.
main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
It
That
really-
story would make no sense at all.
It really
We just
barricaded
need to get you home as soon as possible
edge.
before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
But I didn't jump off the first time. What makes you think I did that? Okay. So I'm just gonna try and disobey. I want to try and get to there, but I need a card. I don't think I have a key card. I'll go back here. Well, nothing's happening. The one-way trip. Okay. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Oh, that closed. Okay. All of these doors are closed.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Go here.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Why?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left, yes. Let's go to the door on the left.
No! Why did you do that?
What?
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Why? What's gonna go? What? Is a monster gonna show up? What's happening? I don't know. Listen to you. What are these numbers? 1, 2, 3 question mark. 1, 2, 3 question mark. 4, 5, 6. B 4, 5. That 6. Yeah. B 4, 5, 6. B 7, 8, 9, 0, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Confusing. Okay, fine. We'll go back here. And then we go back here again. Oh, what the fuck is that? What happened to that desk? It's like twisted. The heck? Fine, I guess we'll go to the left door. Unless we can do something else over here. I don't think it's possible. Let's go. Okay, the windows are completely white.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
You're welcome.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do?
I don't know.
What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No, don't. Don't shut the game down.
I have to.
No, no. Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is happening? Why is this? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm here.
I'm scared.
I'm still here in this pile of rubbish, with you.
Did an explosion happen?
Who thought you were so clever? Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
You did this.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Yeah, I'm not Stanley, though.
Hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
No, I'm an adult. Technically, I'm an adult.
My story... If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
So we're supposed
to behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
We're back here.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, this is a bit confusing. What happens if we go to the door on the right? Anger him again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh, game just shut by itself.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Okay, we're stuck here.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So we have to go to the one on the We have to go to the door on the left because if we go back here, it's gonna loop us back here. So we have to go to the door on the left. Okay, wait, just one moment. Yeah, this game is really interesting. There's like no, there's like no puzzles or anything, but it's like more like an experience. You know, it's kind of like a movie, like a in or like an interpretive game. Let's just follow him and see what he says.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve dispute with a coworker. Let it bulb inside of you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all text. This will ensure a calm and stopping environment. Everyone's unique, you most of all. Fake. No more slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides. So slides are the least amount, while charts are the most amount. Huh. Rate which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts. Please, I'm begging. Oh, okay. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out the triplicate and return to your boss. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, more inclined towards conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict. Okay, this is way too much. What slide is... This goes on forever. Talk less. So basically be a robot. Do not get fired. Yep, okay, I'm just gonna leave. Room closet. Let me open this door.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, this one up here. Nope. Oh, this is very rich. It's a really rich feeling.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
So does this thing have voice activation? Boom. Boom. Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code.
Oh.
Night Shark 115.
This is a really smart game.
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Let's say it. Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
What I said?
Please speak the code into the receiver.
That's what I
Otherwise, we
did.
can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
That's what I've been saying. Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
I'm so baffled right now.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Okay. Oh, what the...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What is happening? Huh?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
What is
Stanley,
happening?
please. I need you to make a choice.
And?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Huh?
Can you hear
I'm
me?
confused.
Is everything all right?
Are we like in third
Stanley,
person?
this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Oh, we're not the player
Do
anymore.
something.
So
This is more important than
Stanley's
you
not
ever
moving
know.
because there's no player.
I need this.
We're in third person right now.
The story needs it.
Oh, this was made by Unity?
So, you hear me?
Oh my god.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Sorry, Leroy.
Take as much time as you need.
Oh, okay. The end is never the end. Yeah, here again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, let's try and listen to what the narrator wants us to do now. So let us just go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Go to the left door.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This thing is empty now. It used to be a path over here that blocked it, which you had to go upstairs, but now we can go downstairs. Let's go downstairs. Oh, it's red in here. Oh no. Why is it red?
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Yep.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Exactly.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
It does not.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh yeah, you are right.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Really?
Were they simply repeating?
Maybe.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
He's in the back rooms.
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I mean, it's pretty
He thought to
crazy.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What the fuck? What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
Exactly, why?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
We're going in the loop
strange.
now.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, This was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now.
Stanley, you're
as he's
high
ever
on
been in his
drugs
life.
at this point.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
I have no idea.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Was it? Is
So
it?
he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Please.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay. Where are we now? Oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Whoa.
Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh my god, that was terrifying actually. That was very terrifying.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Now we're going to a different character? Who the fuck is
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Huh?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of
Why
work.
is he on the ground?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself. Then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Dead?
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
And she ran away.
And then she turned and ran.
Yeah. Oh my god. At least the run. No, I shouldn't. Oh my god, this is such a weird game. We're playing as Mariella now? Or are we still playing as Stanley?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, still
What
playing
could
as
it mean?
Stanley.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Eating room. Then try and maybe follow what.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, there's something over here now. Executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. That's the song I made up. In bathroom. Can't do anything right. In bathrooms, okay. Okay then, for this door. Oh, we can't open this door. Oh? What is he holding a gun to a panda and calling it a business strategy? What? Oh my god. Okay. There's an elevator here. Let's go up. Oh, we have a little cursor now. I didn't realize that. Oh, this elevated music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the tune for this. We're just going along with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. This is a long elevator ride. This is going on for a very long time. Oh my god. How many floors are we taking upstairs? There isn't like a button to see what floor is it? There isn't a button to see what floor it is either. I just pressed up and it's still going upwards now. Can I press it again? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I wouldn't even press it. I'm so dumb. I wouldn't even... Wait. We've been here. Wait, we've been here. What the fuck? How about we go down? What if we go down then? Oh wait, what? I'm so confused! Oh my god. Does the elevator actually not go up or down? Because we tried that and it was going up for a very long time, so I pressed it again and...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons...
Oh, yeah, sure, random buttons.
Happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Oh my god.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where's that? Oh, here? Oh, we're in... Oh, okay. This is like some Minecraft level door. Redstone and all that. Very dark over here. I can't see where I'm going. I don't want to go here, but it's scary. Oh shit, this is... Huh? There's no elevator. Are we supposed to jump down? But there's like... nothing down there. Just jump down? Let's go there. Let's just jump down. Oh wait, what? Wait, what? Oh no. Okay. I thought there was just an empty space over here. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Why?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Cool. Oh, what the fuck is that? Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I really want to go to the escape route, but I kind of want to go to the mine facility. Because Mind Control Facility is very intriguing. I want to see where that is, but there's an escape route that's written by someone. But let's go evil. Let's go to the mine. Let's go here. Is that a computer? A light bulb?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Guess we're going here. This is a very big room. Oh my god. There. Oh, we can press on this.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
All
Their
these
true nature
numbers.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Oh my god.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
all these are
freedom
employees?
meant nothing.
Oh my god. There's so many employees. What's Stanley again? I forgot what his employee was. What his employee number was. Oh, we have to go this way. This is very creepy. Oh my god. Elevator human up.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
It seems
Was
like
this the
it.
only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
It might be,
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, okay. Where are we now?
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
5. No, 5 is not. Oh, are there specific buttons we have to click on? Console disabled. Can't click on. Oh, here's a 1, 4, 5. Where 3 is. Three. 4, 5's over there. It's up. Can't see jack shit. This is a ladder, I see the ladder. It's so invisible though. Go up here? Wait, can I? So hard to see. Can I not go up here? What? I can't go up here? Is that 4? Number 4 is. Down here, maybe? Don't know what this is. Very, very creepy. Where? What? Where do we go? I'm trying to find the 4th button, but it's nowhere to be found. I think it might be the one up there, but I don't know how to get up there. Like ladder or anything. Okay. I got an award for saying that we can't jump. Okay. I guess we go to the facility power, because there's literally no way we can get up to that place. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Guess we go straight into this. System power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Up. Oh. I clicked on off and the game literally shut down.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was the simulation over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Okay.
Where had his co-workers gone?
Where have they
How
gone?
had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that
Stanley
was
free
all
now?
he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Stanley's free
Stanley
now.
stepped through the open door.
He's free. Stanley's free.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
He's free. Stanley's free now. Oh, is that a full ending? Okay. So we're gonna that's one ending, I think. See, we got the little picture of the thing. I think there's multiple endings in this game, as I've heard, but we're gonna try and do at least 2 endings in this. See what happens. So let's keep going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, maybe. Let's just go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase,
Let's go up,
Stanley
yeah.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go through here. Actually, no, not here. Been there before, there's nothing over there. That's the boss's office, but we want to go... Go here, actually. Oh, no, we have to go there. Because the elevator doesn't work over there, so we have to go here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
I'm clicking on
But
everything.
his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
I don't know.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Thank you.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
You're lucky, yeah.
Amazing. He
Yeah,
stepped into the
totally.
newly opened passageway.
Wait, what we press up? Oh no, we're going down regardless. We're trying to press up. We're going down regardless. Okay. Got it. This is new.
Stanley walked
Oh, it's
straight
not.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't see what happens if we turn it on though, and then we can try to escape on later.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yeah, that's on.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, right. This way, okay. Go this way. Click on this.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yeah.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah. Oh, wait, this way, okay. Go down.
No. He refused
go
to
up.
believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, where are we? Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Straight
Controls
to it.
labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Let's go
And
straight
as the
to
cold
it.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its... Oh, Stanley.
Oh.
You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, oh, fuck.
Control?
Loading mind control systems.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
What?
You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
But what if I didn't want to do
If
that?
you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Oh.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Detonation?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh no.
How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh, no.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Fun.
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you,
Three.
about me, where we're going, what all this
Three.
means. I barely know where to start.
Okay.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
4.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
Oh my
I'll tell
God.
you exactly what happened to
Oh,
them.
what happened?
I erased them.
Oh?
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground,
clicked on that.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it
Okay,
go.
we're gonna die, aren't we?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
I don't know where
But
to
I'm
go.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Oh, thank
Why
you.
not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay. Let's try the
Oh,
thing
dear
again.
me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah, I
Or
don't.
did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from
Hey,
button
shut
to
up.
button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Stop
These
insulting me, I'm
number
trying to
buttons,
do my
these
best.
colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
What?
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
No, don't.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
I'm gonna die.
I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Oh god.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Goodbye.
You can't, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oh. Oh, fuck. I exploded. Oh my god. Stanley just died? Okay. We're gonna do one more, and it's gonna be the one to escape. We're gonna
All of
escape
his
place.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, first one, we escape.
When
Second
Stanley
one,
came
we
to a set of
die.
2 open
Oh,
doors,
the third one.
he entered the door on his left.
The first ending is Stanley escaping the facility. Second ending is
Yet there
Stanley
was not
getting
a single
exploded.
person here either.
dying.
Feeling a
Third one
wave
is
of
escape.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
Even the game
he
knows.
didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
The
That
narrator
kind of
knows.
anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Oh, what? Now you're playing music? This narrator is so funny. He's like, oh, you're playing the game too quickly. Here's some music.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Where's that? Oh, here it is. Okay. Come down again. Going down, downtown.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Escape.
Mind Control Facility.
The escape room.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? That's not reassuring at all. Let me go back. I'm scared now. Violent death? What the fuck? Oh, there's nothing. We have to go straight through here. Alright, violent death. Here we go.
The door behind him was not shut.
Yeah.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Well, we know what's gonna happen if we
At
close
this
that
point,
door.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. Oh, where is this place? Down here. Oh! Oh, they literally just... What? What? Ow! That hurt. Oh, was.
As the machine whirred into motion
Oh.
and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Where am I? Oh my
Stanley
god.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
We're stuck here, though.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No. Don't crush me. Don't crush me. No, 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 no. Oh,
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
no!
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Jesus
killing him
Christ.
instantly.
Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. What? I'm safe. Stanley Parable. Oh,
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
no idea. What is this place now?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Also, we just got a
death
female
becomes
narrator?
meaningless, making life the same.
Nature
Do you see
paintings.
now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. Filing cap. So now we have a female narrator. 2 doors. That of the 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction posed. Go all the way here. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. Path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. The core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Here, those will go here, led to here. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been altered to make sure the player reaches 2 doors in the time. Here, office. Over here. Back to this. Stanley's computer. Can't type anything. Button sounds. Selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized. Oh, I can hear some of these sounds before. And here are the credits. Let's go over here. It's like a museum. Very cool. Office. Maintenance. An early version of the. Oh, this. Developers work in progress. That's kind of cool that they're showing it in like, this type of game. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an end where Stanley would end up battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Realized shortly after starting to build it that it was too far jokey and on the nose for the game. Thus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shoot. Not our intent. Oh, that would have been a great concept to have in this. This game's already goofy as it is. Narrator email. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use further promotional materials, we've never found a perfect. Here are a selection of. E. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at that. Lounge. Early version. Just an empty room. Got it. Office. Telephone. Apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer will give you seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone will lead to a different cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game. Wanted it to look more like a place where actually. Cargo lift was always offered the choice of staying on or jumping to a path. However, this early version we decided to also wanted to option play the default. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have fell to my death. Painted layout, the flow of the hallways following the first two doors were at right since players will repeat them so times. Discussed a number of the designs, but ultimately was the simplest version I want now. Oh, here it is. Option obey, disobey. Confusion and it, as it is. Standing levers. Levers were originally part of a standing player would pull the lever and then I would call that pull standing. Screenshot picks an early version of standing. Eventually caught and merged this one. Countdown room and early version. For a time, the elevator in the morning go up or down, freedom above and down below. Abandon this one on the two remember what was up and what was down and place the two endings ending as it data. Yes.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Oh, Stanley and the narrator?
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh, we're back here
Listen
again.
to me. You can still save those two.
The
You can
two?
stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
No.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Oh! Oh my god, it actually squashed me this time. Jesus Christ. I'm back in the office? Wait, hold on. Wait, before we...
All of his co-workers were gone.
I'm what happens
What
when we
could it
fall
mean?
down.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? What is this?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Yeah, what does that mean? What is this? Okay, what is happening? Content like DLC? Just went through like a whole...
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Welcome?
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Really? I didn't know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
With new content.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yes, so.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yeah, sure. Oh, is it the first one?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh,
there you go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
This narrator is so hilarious, oh my god.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
We've just been
It's
on
as
the
if
elevator. Calm down.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay. Ooh, it's a big room. Jump
All right.
circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh. Oh, we have to. We have to jump only over here? Why haven't we jump all of our remaining jumps over? We just stop jumping after this? Oh. We have no more jumps. Was that content? Okay.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Oh.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I didn't make the
If this is
game.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Oh my
Hell,
God.
I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
Where
Let's
am I?
see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for playing the new... It's just a sign.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started
Fair.
on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's
Oh.
achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and
What?
hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, okay, the game just turned off on its own. This is not the same office setting. Okay. We have to go up here, I guess.
Psst! Stanley!
What?
Come over here! In the vent!
Why?
I want to show you something!
Oh. Oh, well, that's just the start. Okay, fine, let's go here. Oh, there we go. What is it, narrator? What is it? Copy now. Oh. Why are we in a vent?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Sure.
got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
This is a dungeon.
Just our little secret. Take a
What
look.
is...
I call
Oh
it
my God.
the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Kinda cool.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You
Wow.
see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
Well, I didn't play the original,
Remember
so...
back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I didn't play this... I didn't play the original. I wouldn't know what difference... What extra DLC came. They have a dollar bill on the frame. Okay. This is a very nice house, by the way. Nominee... Video game release day. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Huh. very nice environment. Very nice.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
Yeah.
That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Well, I didn't play it.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was
Oh my
all
God.
of them.
Shout
And now,
outs.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, going over here. Up here. Don't make. Guess we can't get down there. Let's go up here and Person of the Year. We can't see them. There. That's blocked. We have to go. There.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else.
9 out of 10
it
is not
didn't
perfect.
need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
This just feels like the voice actor is salty that the game developers weren't content in the game.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, that's open now.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
What is this?
What's this? What's down here?
Not even.
No. Oh, God, no.
Steam
Stanley,
reviews?
It's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh my
I
God.
haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh my
Surely
God.
these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
The fourth wall is unreal that they're breaking.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay. Oh, this game is. It's like breaking the fourth wall a lot. With all of the things that they mentioned. Another one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Preachy.
Tell
Preachy.
me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
Oh, we're stuck here.
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
There's another one over
What's
here.
this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
That's a bit rude.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
I can't get out.
Positive reviews of the Stanley.
What is happening?
That's
What is that?
today, and it's
What is
always
that?
been
What is
my
that?
motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, now we have a
And
skip
here
button.
it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have...
Okay, we can.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations.
Skip it again.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your finger.
Just skipping it.
Okay,
Is
welcome
he
back,
talking?
Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Oh.
It's not unendurable.
Time is actually going longer.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
How'd it go from 30 minutes to 12
You've just
hours?
been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's
You're right.
completely gone. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're
A plant
back.
died,
Oh,
and it's
my
nighttime.
goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Oh, what's behind
I've
there?
been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me
What's
talking
behind?
and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as all? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even...
Okay, we're just gonna skip. And there's nothing over here now. It's been too long.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
A year?
To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of...
2 years now. And he's not even here anymore. He's not even here. He's gone. The narrator's just gone. Oh. What's that beeping noise? Oh, it's the fire alarm. There's no smoke. There.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said,
It's just rambling now.
entertain us. It wasn't enough. They...
This is so funny. I wonder how the voice actor of the narrator felt so much about this game. That would have been really fun to speak. Just ramble. Get paid for it.
The end is never the end, is never the
Oh,
end.
great,
is
he's
never
emo
the
now.
End, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Is
Get me
never
out,
the
he's emo.
End, is never the end, is never the end, is
Happening. Oh my... What the... How the heck did this get destroyed? What? I hear a storm, but... We're inside. How did the inside get destroyed? Okay, there's just a hole over here now. Just a hole over here now, and I am... Go back in here. I bet it's like decades now. Yeah, it's decades now. This grass growing on this part over here. Get out. Stuck in his room, and we're skipping like decades. But almost to the point of centuries. Nighttime. No noise now. Oh my god, I'm scared. One button. Oh, we're like tilting. What the fuck? Oh, we're free. But can we press the button? I don't think we can. The button looks like it's destroyed. But we're free, and we're tilted, and we're like centuries past our current world, I guess. So we're just in like a desert of some sort. I don't know where to go. Follow the sun, I guess. But like, where else are we supposed to go? There's like nowhere else to go. It's just sunny. Oh, it closed. Oh, we're back here now.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh.
What could it mean?
Just get restarted?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Now there's new content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Had new content, and now we have new content.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
One step?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
This is the second game?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Have they? Have they been asking for a second game?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising
This is
potential.
a fucking Google Slides. Oh my god, they actually took a screenshot of a Google Slides. They have all the different fonts of the second game. Actually, the fifth one is very clever. It's very clever. Just chose the first one, the Stanley Parable 2.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
These are all real games. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2. Show floor. 2 feet? Like what? Huh.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Merch? I saw the new merch. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Oh yeah, sure. Where's that feature? I wanna tap on it. Here it is.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Hold on, let me just... Okay, let's see. They can...
Jim,
Sorry,
Jim?
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here,
Okay.
let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Okay, hi.
Here we go. Let's
I'm
take
Jim.
a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Fine, we're Jim
Do you
then.
feel it? Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Oh, sorry,
If you don't
sorry.
properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button.
Ugh.
Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Okay, sorry.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally, dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay, button pressed.
Jim. Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Okay.
Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim?
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Oh, fuck, he actually took the button away. Ah! Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Now where can we go? There's 2 doors here. Oh, was there supposed to be 2 doors? Over here? Guess we can go over
I
here.
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to... An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
There's collectibles, okay. Sitting World Champion, Infinite Hole free achievement. I want a free achievement. Gimme. I'm a sucker for free achievement. Free achievement, get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive a new achievement steps.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this leave. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
Oh.
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
I'm leaving.
But I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen. What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Please no screenshots, this thing.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
What is this?
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Sounds funnier.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
That
Get
scared
Well
me.
Someday it is.
Scared me for a second, oh god.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Hold on, I'm just gonna close my window because it's cold right now. Yippee. come back just for a minute though. Alright, let's continue. Merch. Back here though. Where's this door lead to?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
What does this
You
do?
see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
It's just
the
a
many
bucket.
disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
It's just a
You may even
bucket.
come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
It's just a bucket.
Can you feel it?
No.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
It's just a bucket though. Going back outside. It's just a bucket though.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
It's just a bucket. What? It's just a bucket. I can't change anything about this. Jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as
I
well.
thought you hated this.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Okay. What else? Just have to go back to the exit place, because we already kind of seen everything around over here already. Check this bit. Oh. We have not checked this bit. What is this?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
What?
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Hey, oh. One collectible. Oh, collect them all, can you find them? Did find one.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Let's just leave to the exit. I think we already checked out a lot of the things we checked out.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Sure. We still have this bucket that I have no idea what to do with. Where are we?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
What?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
What is that?
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
What is
I
happening?
wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Oh.
Tastefully, of course.
That's a good
with
plan.
respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, it's actually a second game. What? It's actually a second game?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
Get more of that. So this is supposedly the new version, Stanley 2.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
The bucket now.
Why was he not? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nothing
Okay, I
new
think we
about
all
this.
know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons.
I didn't-
Oh, hey, look, it's a new passage.
I didn't even push the button!
Surprise.
I didn't even push the button. Okay. Game is so done with this. Oh, wait, there was a collectible behind. I didn't even see it. Go back up, go back up. I didn't even see the collectible. Oh my god, there was a collectible over there. I didn't even see it. Fine.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. No. Go back to the escape room.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yep. I get crushed by 2 metal...
The door behind
What?
him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Down we go again.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Yeah.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yeah, I can go.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Now we're just going around in
When
circles.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Just replaying this part again.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to...
Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the menu. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna end the game now because I need to cook dinner. It is late, and I need to take a break. But yeah, this was the Stanley Parable 2, I think, or the Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition, Ultra Deluxe Edition. Very interesting game. I am glad it did not contain a lot of puzzles. I'm glad it is a very, very easy game, I'd say. It's very niche. I was not expecting there to be a narrator to depict my entire gameplay. But yeah, the narrator was very funny. Very funny indeed. Yeah, this game is very interesting. It's very niche for certain players. I didn't even know there was a first game of the Stanley Parable, so it's definitely interesting. We got a few endings. We got the freedom ending where Stanley got out of the company. We got the ending where Stanley exploded, and the ending where Stanley got crushed. So 2 death endings and 1 good ending. But yeah, I'm just gonna go make some dinner now. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give a follow so that you can see more gameplay from me. Yeah, be sure to take care of yourself, get some water, get some food, get enough sleep, 8 hours a day at least. And I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone!